Hello everyone, this is Angelo, this is me again. Today we're gonna do basically a video on kind of like what I do every day when it comes to yoga. So meditation, we could do seated meditation however you like. You could use a chair, you could use right here some kind of like pillow or some kind of seating um, pillow that could help you to stay comfortable. As long as you're in a comfortable seated position, that's what we want. So we're gonna do seated meditation. We're gonna do 7 deep inhalations, 7 seconds of a deep inhalation. We're gonna hold it for 1 second, and then we're gonna exhale for 7 seconds. We're gonna hold it after the exhalation for 1 second, and then we're gonna inhale again for 7 seconds. So again, if you can't inhale and exhale for the 7 seconds, the whole idea is to just slow the breath down, relax the breath, relax the body, and we're just gonna have fun with this, you guys. So let me put the music on. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. You could do any type of seated meditation anytime throughout the day. You can meditate, have mindfulness of your breath any moment throughout the day, as long as you just bring attention to your breath on the inhalations, on the exhalations. You are literally just submerging yourself into the present moment, right? Just focusing on the breath, directly on the breath and nothing else. You allow yourself to let go of thoughts that come into your mind, and you allow the breath to just be the existing life force, just taking you in, taking you out, taking you in, and you're just submerged in the present moment. So this is very helpful meditation, if you guys don't know, on stress relief, on relieving tension, on relieving anger, malice, any type of fear, just getting out of your mind and letting go of these illusions, just focusing on what lies ahead in the present moment is what will cause you to let go of your mind, of these nagging thoughts and just thoughts that really don't mean anything. A lot of times what we think about and stress over isn't something that we really are going to be focusing on 5 years down the line. So it's nothing that requires you or that you'll remember 5 years down the line. It's really nothing that you should be stressing over. So, but I always try to do some kind of meditation before the practice. Just sit down to find your breath, to relax, to just, and to stop sitting down on chairs. It's always good to sit down on some kind of just surface. Lay down on some surface. I sleep on the floor. I have a mat that I roll out, a Japanese mat that I roll out, and that's how I sleep. So it's very good for your spine also. But moving forward, we're gonna do this strength practice. I've been doing this now for a week. Well, the first series was for a month. It was like for 30 days. This is the second part of it. This is
roll them out.
More challenging, I guess you could say, because it is the second part and it's evolutionary and that you just get stronger and you progress. But we're gonna do it. His name is Dylan Werner? Yeah, Werner. And this is Truth Strength Builder 2. It's a strength practice. For those who don't believe that yoga is enough for your daily needs in terms of just physical activity, I encourage you guys to try one of these videos out with me like I'm doing right now, and you tell me if afterwards you're sore or if you can't hang throughout the whole practice, because this is very much a workout. It practices mindfulness, and then it also develops your muscles and flexibility and your mobility. So I hope this is coming out good, you guys. I'm streaming it off my phone. I have a camera also that I'm gonna be getting a stand here soon for, and I'm gonna be trying to shoot these more live off of this, or just do vlogging and then uploading them later. This is a day in the life type of video, so I want to show you guys raw and unfiltered, just kind of the things that I do on a daily basis to keep my yoga journey going on. So let's jump right into it, you guys.
Take the wrist, start to roll them out. Going outwards, warming up into the wrist. Do a lot of stuff on the hands. Turn around, roll them inwards. you like any of the other wrist warm-ups that we've done in the previous videos, feel free to include those in. Reach the hands out, thumbs up. Take the thumbs towards the shoulders, open up through the arms. Make sure that you're flexing in through the wrist, pull it in, extend out, opening up, bring the hands together. Really work on pronating through, pull it in, hands together. Three, two, one. Lean forward, bring the elbows along the side, still thumbs. We're going to come out like this. We're going to turn the thumbs up behind us, flex through the wrist, working into the extension through the forearms. Pull it together, take it in. This is a great way to open up the backs of the arms, the shoulders, and the wrists all at the same time. I'm going to go for about 10 of these total. Go for 5, 4. Really make sure you're accentuating this engagement through the backs of the arms. 2, 1. Shake out the wrists, maybe plant the hands. Just warm up here. Turn sideways onto your mat. Take the heels down, hands to the heart. Press the inner thighs in, slide the hands down, separate the palms of the hands, pull it up. Working into the wrist at the same time, working into our yogi squat.
Make sure you have your heels down too.
And then take the backs of the hands together, pull it up. So pressing into the back of the hand, warming up into the backs of the wrist. Give another little roll, shake out. Take the left hand to the left knee, pull it in, take it out. Go for 5 on each side. 3, 4, 5. Other side, knee in for 1, 2. Rocking from the instep to the outer side of the foot. 4, 5. Take the left hand in, press away, extending out, opening up in the side body, the shoulder, and into the hip. 4, 5. On the other side, press away for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to center. Plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in this pose. If you need to cycle out into the hips, press into the heels. Just work your way in, moving out any kinks. When you're ready, come into a place of stillness. Press down through the inner hands, lift the inner hips up and back. Wrap the triceps under, really melt the heart down towards the knees, creating a long length through the spine from the fingertips all the way up to the tailbone, and then from the tailbone all the way down to the heels. Just one line up, one line down. You're ready. Lift the right leg up, come up high from the heel, press it out. Take the knee into the nose, round the spine, place the foot between the thumbs. Come up onto the fingertips, lift the left leg up to the sky. Standing splits, square the hip off as much as you can. Take a breath or two here. Inhale, come up halfway. Bend the knee and open hip. Stack the left hip on top of the right. Walk the hands over to the right. Crawl out through the left fingertips, looking for a little bit more length and extension through the left side of the body. Take a deep breath into the side of the body, extending out through all the intercostals, the side obliques. Back to center. Slight bend in the right leg. Short stance back, ground down through the outer edge of the left foot, straighten the right leg. Lengthen the heart up, line the center of the chest up with the center of the shin. Fold down. Plant the left hand underneath the left shoulder, reach the right arm up to the sky. Nice little twist. If you want to go deeper, you can take the left hand and move it onto the outside of the right foot. Take the right hand down to the mat. Bend in the right leg, set the left foot back about a foot more. Lower the left knee down, shift the hips forward and down. Take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, lift the heart up. Sink down, Work on taking the hands all the way down to the mat if you can, really working deep into the psoas at the same time, deep into the back bend. Gaze up. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. A few breaths to reset before we do the other side. And press down to the inner hands, ground down through the heels. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky, press out. Come up high on the right toes, engage out, knee to nose, round the spine, place the foot between the thumbs. Come up onto the fingers, lift the right leg up to the sky, standing split, square off through the hips for the first few breaths. Come up halfway, bend the knee, open the hip. Walk the hands over to the left, crawl out through the right fingers. Really working on stretching out to the right side of the body. Take the breath into the right intercostals. Create more space between each ribs. Lengthen into the side body and the side body muscles, obliques. Walk the hands back to center. Slight bend in the left leg, shorter stance, set the right foot back. Straighten the left leg, lift the heart up. Line the center of the chest up with the center of the shin. Take a full deep inhale. On the exhale, fold down. Pull back to the left hip. Forward to the right hip. You should feel a stretch through the left hamstring, left IT band. Plant the right hand underneath the shoulder, reach the left arm up to the sky. Twist through the waist. Try to keep the hips nice and square here. If you want to take it a little deeper, take the right hand on the outer edge of the left foot and twist deeper. It's a challenging pose, not only through the flexibility, but also through the balance. Take the left hand down, bend into the left leg, step the right foot back a little bit lower, lower the right knee down. Untuck the toes, shift the hips forward. Bring the arms, interlace the opposite pinky on top. Shift the hips forward and down. Pull the shoulders down. Inhale, lift the heart. Sink it down. Make it a little different this time. Curl the back toes under. Step the right leg forward. Fold forward. Keep the hands interlaced. Arms up to the sky. Wrap the triceps in towards each other. Work through the shoulder blades. Hang it forward. Release the hands down to the mat. Take an inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen up halfway, plant the hands, float back, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, inhale, scoop the heart up. Exhale, bring it back, downward facing dog. Work into our sun cells. Take an inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward, and the exhale, float to the front of the mat. Halfway up, exhale, fold down. Press through the heels, reach the arms up, full breath. Palms to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Float forward, press into the hands, softly set the feet down. Halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, fold down. Working into this hamstring flexibility. Rise up. Palms to the heart. Contract, engage through the core. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, float back, chaturanga. Scoop the heart, up dog. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, press into the hands, float forward. Set the feet down lightly. Halfway up, fold down, press down, sweep up. Palms to the heart. Inhale, sweep up, back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Take an inhale, come up halfway, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, press firm as you float back, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Last one of this one. Lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward. Float it up. Halfway lengthen. Fold in. Press down through the heels, reach up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale, sweep up. Take it back, bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float back, chaturanga. Scoop the heart, up dog. Bring the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath, we're gonna continue on. This next movement, I really want you to think mostly about engaging into the hands and keeping the arms straight. We've been doing a lot of work with straight arm scapular strength, so push the ground away. Use the core to lift it up. All the stuff that we've developed added into this next few movements. Take an inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward. On the exhale, float the feet forward. Set them down. Halfway up, plant the hands, float it back, chaturanga. Press it up, bring it back. Lift the heels, bend the knees, float forward, set the feet down. Halfway up, plant, chaturanga, press it up. Take it back, bend the knees, float forward. Halfway up, plant the hands, chaturanga, press it up. Take it back, bend the knees, float forward. Halfway up, plant the hands, chaturanga, press it up. Last one, lift the heels, bend the knees, float forward. Halfway up, plant the hands, lower back, press it up, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, exhale it out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, float forward, big toes together, knees together, sink the butt down, sweep the arms up. One breath, plant the hands, float it back, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop the heart. Exhale, bring it back, down dog. Bend the knees, float forward, big toes together, knees together. Chair pose, plant the hands, float back, chaturanga. Scoop the heart, up dog. Bring it back, down dog. 3 more. Lift, float, chair pose. Plant the hands, chaturanga. Scoop the heart, up dog. Bring it back, down dog. Last 2. Bend the knees, float forward. Butt down, sweep the arms up. Plant the hands, chaturanga. Scoop the heart. Last one. Inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees, float forward. Chair pose. Plant the hands, float it back. Scoop the heart. Take it. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Exhale, side out. Take a few more breaths in this pose. If you need to, put the knees down, take child's pose. Hopefully by now, resting here is not an issue. So we'll just hang out here for a moment. Wrap the triceps down. Hips up and back. Shift forward, come to the top of your plank. Hands directly underneath the shoulders. Again, really work on extending up, pressing out through the center of the heart. Tuck the tailbone. Press into the right foot. Lift the left leg up. Take the right arm forward. Extend out through the right arm. Connect the left knee to left tricep. Squeeze it in. Hold in for 5, 4, 3. Crunching through the side body. 2, 1. Working through strength and balance at the same time. Plant the right hand down. Directly underneath the shoulder. Lift the right leg up. Extend the left arm forward. Engage through the side body. Pull the knee into the tricep for 5, 4. Work on keeping the body straight. 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg back, set it down, set the hand down. Take a breath in downward facing dog just to reset. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, side out. Roll back forward, top of your plank. Extend the right arm forward, left leg back. Engage into the side body. Notice if this hip wants to lift up, pull it back down, keep the side body long, pull the low core on, extend out. Left knee into the tricep for 5, 4, crunch it in. 3, 2, 1. Set the right hand down, set the left foot down, pick the right foot up, extend it out, crunch it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it in, set it back, downward facing dog. Just a moment to reset. Come up high on the toes, lift the heels, press the hips up and back, stretch out through the hamstrings, stretch out through the shoulders and the upper body. Roll forward, top of your plank. Bend the elbows, lower down, chaturanga. 30-second hold. Squeeze in, engage through the core. If this is 30 seconds is an incredibly long time to hold chaturanga, If you need to put the knees down, feel free to put the knees down. But if you can, stay in there with me. A little over halfway through it. Last 5 seconds. Straighten the arms, come back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift the right leg up, high up on the left toes. Connect the right knee to left tricep, squeeze it in, extend the leg out, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it back. Reach the left leg up. Knee to tricep. Extend it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said, counting's never been my strong point. Next side. Right leg up. Right knee, left tricep. Extend the leg out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the foot down. Come down onto the hips. Lay down. Take the left shoulder under. Nice little stretch, little break. Sometimes stretches are the best way to break. If you're getting too tired, you always feel free to stop the video. Take a few moments in a forward fold or a twist. Look into the hips. Right hand back. Pressing the left, take it back. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Left knee, right tricep. Squeeze it in, extend it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the foot down. Lower down onto the hip. Crawl the arms forward. Right arm underneath. Keep the shoulder down. Nice little twist. Open up through the side body. Ready to come back. Plant the hands. Take it back, downward facing dog. Come down onto the knees. Take a second, just shake out the arms. Working the little core. This is some of my favorite core exercises. I like to do core on my back, but my favorite core stuff happens usually from plank or from forearm plank. Bring the forearms down to the mat. These are called core pulls. So the whole purpose of it is actually pulling the body in together, contracting in through the stomach without having to do a lot of movement. So plant into the hands, extend the legs back, find a good forearm plank, lift the belly up, press the hands and feet away, and you're gonna pull like you're trying to crunch your mat together for 10. Pull it together, 9, press away, pull 8, 7, every time you're really crunching, lifting the hips up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Take Sphinx pose. Pull the shoulders back. Stretching out into the belly. Deep breaths. We have one more. One more round of those, 10 more. If you did the first 10, you can do the second. Pressing the hands. Curl the toes under. Lift the knees up. Engage in the core. First with an inhale, pressing out like you're trying to lengthen the mat. Stretch the rubber out. The exhale, pull it in 10. Inhale. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet in, straighten the arms, downward facing dog. Take a breath to rest in this pose. If you need to take the knees down, bring the knees down. But hopefully by now, at this point, we're past child's pose. We're taking all our rest in downward facing dog. Bring the elbows down to the mat, dolphin. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Float it forward, right into chaturanga. Bring it back. Dolphin pose for 1. Float forward. Bring it back. 2. Float. Back for 3. Float. Back. 4. 5. Last one. 6. Set the knees down. Sit back on the heels. Shake the arms out. If you're starting to slip on a mat, maybe a mat towel might help you out, or just put any towel underneath your forearms to gain a little bit extra traction. It really helps. Ready for round 2. Plant the hands for dolphin. Elbows down underneath the shoulders. Squeeze in. Lift the hips up and back. Round down to the inner hands. Take the heels back. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, float forward. Bring it back. 1. Then float. Chaturanga. Back to dolphin for 2. 3. 4. 5. One more just for fun. 6. Straighten the arms, downward facing dog. Set the knees down. Shake out the arms. Work a little bit into the side body, a little into some side core strength. Plant the hands and take the feet about hips distance apart. Let's start on the left side. Take both heels over towards the left. Lift the right arm up to the sky. Press the bottom left hip up. This hand's going to wrap around. As you come onto your toes, you're going to wrap your ribs. Inhale, lift the arm up. That was 10. 9. Keep engaging through the core. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Switch sides. Both heels over to the right. Left arm up. Press the bottom right hip up. Engage out through the side body. Wrap down onto the toes. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Set the hand down. Set the knees down. Shake out the arms. Come into your Malasana. Nice yogi squat. Sit down. Lift the chest up. Take a few breaths just to regain your composure. Extensors. So we've been doing extensors for 30 seconds to the last level. We're going to take it up another 30 seconds for 1 minute. Hopefully after a month of doing it for 30 seconds, you feel strong enough to take it for a minute. Reach the arms out in front, fingers together. Open up the hands as wide as you can. Open. As we're working the forearms, also take this time as a little bit of a break. Last 15 seconds. Roll out the wrists, shake out the hands, come up to standing. Lift the arms up overhead, engage out through the arms. Pump through the arms. 2 minutes. Keep the breath nice and smooth. Almost halfway there. The breath starts to become your mantra. As you inhale and exhale, you find the pause at the top and the bottom. This helps take you out of the sensation of fatigue or whatever else, and just brings you right into the breath so you can go longer, be more concentrated, more centered. When it comes to balance, the breath is where we find stillness. If we're crazy in our mind, if we can't find stillness in the mind, it's really hard to create stillness in the body. The more stillness in the body we have, the better we are at finding balance in handstand or any kind of arm balance or anything that you're working into. Last 15 seconds, keep it up. A few more seconds. Release the arms down, shake it out, let the blood return back. Big movements through the arms. Let gravity, centrifugal force, pull the blood back into the hands. When you're ready, sink the butt down all the way into our low chair. Lift the heart up, reach the arms forward. Set the butt down, take the feet up. Bring the heels down to the mat, lift up. Now for some people, if you lack the ankle flexibility, this is a really hard movement to go from the floor to the feet. So if you need to, you could always take a block down here like this and do your boat on the block. Set the feet down, lift up until the ankle flexibility starts to happen and you can get lower enough where you can get up. You could also always use your hands too. Plant the hands to help yourself get up. But since this is level 2, we've been working through this stuff for about a month now. We're gonna go for the full variation of it. Reach the arms forward, 5 of these, put the butt down, lift it up, lower, pull up, plant the feet, lift the butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find a little rest in this pose. Release the arms down, relax. If you need to put the knees down to rest, put the knees down to rest. You need to put the butt down to rest, put the butt down to rest. But if you can, the more time you spend in this position, the easier it becomes. When you're ready, set the butt down, lift the legs up. Take an inhale to lower, exhale, pull it up, plant the feet, lift the butt. A lot of the work here is all through the core. Lifting up takes a tremendous amount of not only core engagement, but knowing how to move the body, knowing how to engage the core in a certain way just to lift up into that thing. A lot of these exercises are more not just about doing the exercise, but training the body to move in a different way, training the body to move in a unique way. Last one. Plant the hands, fold forward, relax and release. Enjoy a few breaths in this stretch. Take more time here if you need to. If you're ready to move on, come to where we're going to do the wall planks. So again, if you stand here, measure out with your arms. This is about the length of your body.
I need to charge my phone.
Where your hands are. The arm length is where your hands are going to be. Place the hands directly underneath the shoulders. Take the feet to the wall. Press into the wall. We're going to hold this for a full minute. I know that might seem like a long time. 30 seconds is all you can do. Do 30 seconds. Eventually you want to work up to a minute. Engage through the core. Press the hands into the wall. So this is actually really just the beginner step, being able to hold this pose. Later on, we're going to move in further series after this. We're going to move into more advanced movements from this pose. training into eventually doing this kind of stuff without using the wall. Last 20 seconds. Keep pressing out, pressing the arms up. Hopefully I'm not the only one sweating here. Last 9. Set the legs down, set the knees down, shake the arms out. So in the prior video, we've done the Lolasana lifts. We've done it with the feet on the ground, where we're lifting the butt up. We've done it on blocks, where we lift the feet up and lift the butt up. Now we're going to move it one step further. Hands on the ground takes even more Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha core engagement to keep the knees up. The hands alongside the body pull everything up. If you can't get the butt and feet up off the ground, go back to an early step, maybe use the blocks. But if you're ready, we're going to start with 5, 2 reps, 2 sets of 5 with this. Plant the hands along, press in the arms, lift the butt, lower down, press it up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the butt down. There's a tremendous amount of strength to be gained from this movement. Being able to lift yourself up with using only the control of the core and the arms is key to being able to take this into more advanced poses. Ready for the second set, plant the hands, press the arms straight, lift the feet up or down, just touching the butt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten out the legs. Take an inhale, exhale, forward. So I love resting in stretches. Usually, it's just a nice time, instead of always taking downward facing dog, taking a nice stretch to find a little rest, a little break. Not only are you gaining the flexibility, you're opening up the body, but you're also gaining more strength. The more flexibility that you have, the more strength that you get, the less resistance you have from the opposing muscle. It's a key fundamental of strength. So that's why stretching is such a big part of this program and such a big part of being truly strong. Moving on. One of the hardest movements through this program is going to be the handstand push-up. If you can do handstand push-ups away from the wall, by all means, don't use the wall. For most of us, that's pretty much an impossible task at this point, but after going through this program and developing a little bit more handstand strength and stuff, it'll be something that you can do. So plant the hands. You want to be about a leg's distance apart, just like when we're doing the shoulder extensions. Come onto the hands, walk the feet up the wall. Keep one foot on. If that's too far, bring the hands up a little bit closer. Look down, bend the arms, take it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet down. Come into your squat, shake the arms out. Set 1, do 5 more. When you're ready, plant the hands, walk the feet up the wall. 1 foot against the wall, a little bit lower, the knees bent, bend the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet down. If you weren't able to get all 5 this time, keep working at it. Hopefully by the end of the month, you'll be able to do at least 5, maybe 10 or 20 in a row. Since we're already upside down, let's work into tripod side crunches. These are awesome for working the side body. Hopefully you feel comfortable in tripod by now, that we could come just right into it. Bend one leg, take 1 foot over to the side, crunch into the side body, take it over, bend the other leg, crunch in the side body. Eventually you'll work these towards only doing a handstand. That was 1. Here's 2. Crunch it in. If you don't feel comfortable in this pose, you don't need to do it yet. You can work on just holding tripod Or maybe go back to level 1 where we just did the twist. Last one. Come back up. Legs together, knees into the chest. Set it down. Bring the hip. Take a few breaths. All right, we're gonna come into some vertical V-ups. So move your mat off to the side. Grab your socks.
Side carpet, I'm gonna use a plate.
Again, since we're already to level 2, you probably know by now what things you need to do as far as if you have carpet or not. So we're taking the vertical V-ups that we've done in the past, and we're bringing it one step further by adding in the chaturanga, still keeping the same core engagement, moving through it really strong. But instead of doing 5, we're gonna double it and take it up to 10. So plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Come up. Slowly lower chaturanga. As you push up, draw the knees into the chest. Take it through. Straighten out for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Last 2. 1. Put the knees down. If you weren't able to get all 10 of those, they're really hard. It's perfectly understandable. Eventually, we'll get up to them. Take a few breaths. Take your socks off. Bring your mat back. Last little bit of the exercise before we reach into some stretching, just some good old Navasana, Ardha Navasana. Sit the chest up, straighten the legs, lift the heart. Inhale, lower down. Exhale for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant the feet, plant the hands, come into downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward. Step, jump, or sit through. Come on to your butt. You always work on the fancy way to get through. Doesn't really matter. I just like to do it that way. Pull your right foot into the inside of your left leg. Twist the body towards the right knee. Inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky. And then exhale, side bend over to the left. For most of us, this is probably as far as we get. Open up. It's more important to work through the side of the body, extending out through the outer obliques and the intercostals rather than getting over to the toes. If you can, take it all the way over. Bring the hands to the big toes. Rotate through. Work the shoulder up. Bring the gaze up. Breathe deep into the pose. Let time open it up. The end of the workout, it's really just about slowing things down, slowing down the mind, coming into the body, opening up just a little bit more now that we're all warm. The muscles want to get a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back up. Twist towards left leg, straighten the right leg out. Pull the heel in. Turn towards the left knee. Lift the chest up. Reach up through the left arm. Side bend over to the right leg. You can grab the toe, that's great. If not, bring the hand to the hip or straight up, back of the head. Whatever feels nice for you. And just slowing down. Inhale, rise back up. Straighten the left leg out. Pull the right foot in. So if you have any kind of knee pain or anything, feel free to come to this position, Janu Shirshasana. If you feel okay, take the top of the foot over the top of the thigh. It's a nice way, called half lotus or Ardha Padmasana. Bring it in, bring the knee down towards the mat. If the knee doesn't come down to the mat, you can always put something under to fill the space up. Line the chest up, take an inhale. With an exhale, fold forward over the left leg. Keep the breath nice and smooth, everything even. Inhale, come up. Straighten the right leg out in front. Bring the left foot either to the inside of the leg, come into the Janu Shirshasana or head to knee pose if you feel comfortable with the knee. Bring the foot, cross it over the top of the thigh. Knee down to the mat. If it doesn't come all the way down to the mat, that's fine. Put something underneath it. Lift the chest up. Line yourself. Fold over the leg. Hopefully your body's feeling nice and warm and this pose is feeling good for you. Inhale, slowly come up. Turn sideways on your mat. Bring the knees out. Heels wider than the knees. Come down onto the forearms. Sit the butt back towards the heels. The more that you sit back into the heels, the deeper that you come into the stretch. And be really careful not to take the stretch too fast, because if you do, there's a good chance that you could injure yourself or tear your bursa sac. It's a really painful injury that you don't want, so like any stretch, you look to find the edge. Once you find the edge, you just stay with it. You don't take it beyond. One of the big things about being a yogi is learning how to listen to the body and pay attention to the things that are happening. So finding that edge is one of those ways that we listen. Bring the heels in, pressing the hands, bring the knees together, come down onto the butt, straighten the legs out, inhale, lift the chest, sweep the arms up, exhale, fold forward, inhale, lift the chest up, pull the low belly forward, exhale, round back down in. Inhale, slowly roll up. Roll onto your back. Take your hips up over to your shoulders. Bring your hands to your low back. Take your legs straight up to the sky. Support. It's a nice little inversion just to end things off. Slowly lower the toes to the back of the mat. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Unroll onto your back. Cross the right knee over the left. Interlace the right foot behind the left thigh. Behind the left calf. Take both knees over towards the left side. Bring the gaze to the right. If you can't line your legs up into eagle pose like this, feel free just to hook once, cross the ankles. If you can hook twice, hook twice. to center. Draw the knees into the chest. Wrap the legs up the other way. Take the left leg over to the right side. Bring the gaze to the left. Using the breath to come deeper into the twist. Return to the back. Straighten the legs out. The feet fall open, hands fall open. Deep inhale. Exhale, release.
There you have it, you guys. Thank you guys for joining me again today. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to put out another video. So just keep with it. Thank you guys. Namaste.